Hey everyone, Linda here. Welcome back to AdoreR. Hope everyone's doing good and having a great day today and staying safe out there. Coming to you today with, I'm not going to call it a TBR. I'm just going to say I'm coming to you with my September reads, books I want to read in September. I usually don't do a TBR until like January, maybe in January, and then I do another one in July. I try not to do a TBR every month because it usually be the same TBR because all those books I have on there, I don't finish all of them in a month. So I'm just going to show you, I'm going to try to come and show you just the books that I want to read in September because I have an ongoing TBR, and when I finish most of the books on my TBR, I just add more books because I do, and after I do show you the books that I'm going to read for September, I'm going to show you the books that I've added to my TBR because like I said, it's an ongoing TBR. It's never ending. So let's get started. Show you the book that I have finished one book. This is off my TBR. It was Woman on the Run. This was by Lisa Marie Rice. I did finish this. I enjoyed it. I gave it a high 3.5 stars. This was on Julia DeVoe and what is his name? Sam Cooper. She is she's in the witness program because she witnessed a murder of a mobster murdering somebody. So she's in the witness program and she gets sent to this little small town in the west. I don't know if it's Colorado or I know it's not Texas. Maybe it's in Colorado or somewhere. I'm not for sure, but she gets sent to this small town, and they give her a new name. You know how they do in a witness program. They give you a new name, give you a new job, and she's going to be a teacher because her old job she was like an editor, and she's used to being living in a big town. So when she goes to this small town, it's a culture shock. So she's a school teacher. I think she teach younger kids, maybe 2nd or 3rd grade. I can't remember. And that's where she meets Sam because one of the kids' father worked for Sam, and one of the kids is not doing good in school, and she's been sending a letter home with the kid because something is going on with the child, and she want to find out what is going on. And what has happened is the kid mother has run away, and his father works for Sam, but his father is in a deep depression right now because his wife has run away. So Sam comes to the school to talk to the teacher about the little boy, and since she's so paranoid, you know, like since she's in this program, she's at the school. School is over, but she's the last one. Why are you gonna be the last one to leave out of school when you know that you're in a witness program? I'll be trying to leave with everybody else, but anyway, she's still at the school. I think it's her. She's still there, and the I think the person who cleans up for the school, the janitor or whatever, he's still there. So when she hears somebody trying to looking through her, I think she hears some footsteps, and she sees this figure at her door, and because her door is closed, and he opened it. So when he opened the door, she hit him with a pumpkin. I think it's around Halloween time because they've decorated this pumpkin that they're supposed to sit outside the school. So she picked up this big pumpkin and hit Sam with it. So that's how they meet, and they're gonna go from there because you know she got this secret that she's keeping. And I really enjoyed it. If you like insta love, it's insta lovey, insta love, insta attraction, insta lust, insta love, that I'm looking for. Insta lust, insta love. You might like this book because that's what it is. Lisa Marie Rice, she usually, and it's a romantic suspense, and she usually her books have a lot of sexual content. So if you don't like a lot of sexual content, like I said, insta love, insta lust, this might not be for you. But if you read Lisa Marie Rice before and you liked her writing, you'll like this book. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I gave it a 3.5 stars. And there are some scenes here that I would go back and read again out of it, even though I gave it a 3.5 because I gave it a 3.5 because some of the stuff, the writing, or some of the stuff that the character was saying, I was like, really? So it have some parts I didn't like. It made me roll my eyes or something. I was like, but I still enjoyed the story. I would recommend this if you don't mind insta lust, insta love, and a lot of sexual content in here. If you don't mind that, I would recommend the story because like I said, I did enjoy the story. And this is Woman on the Run by Lisa Marie Rice. This has been on my TBR for what, 2 or 3 years. I finally got to it. I'm glad I finally read it. And there you go, Lisa Marie Rice, Woman on the Run. I gave it a high 3.5 star. Probably when I put it on Goodreads, it'll probably be a 4 star because I did really enjoy it. And there you go. Next I'm reading, and I did finish this in September, and I have Sabrina Jeffries, Only a Duke Would Do. I think I mentioned that I was reading the series. This is book number 2 in the School for Heiresses series. I'm still reading on this. I'm on page 327. It's going good so far. I'm going to give this a 3.5 star also when I finish reading this, but I only got a few more. I already know what I'm going to give it because it don't have those parts in here that I want to read again. Like this one, it did have some scenes in here that I want to read again, but this one, I'm just going to give this a 3.5 stars. It's not going to be a high 3.5 star. I'm not going to go over it right now. I'll just come back later and go over it with you all when I do my wrap up for September. But I know it's going to be a 3.5 star. And this is signed by the author. And I got this from Paperbackswap. If you don't know what Paperbackswap, you can go and look Paperbackswap on the internet and read what it's all about, because you can swap books on there with other people. They used to didn't charge you, but now I think they charge you a little bit for you to swap books. You can swap book with different people, and this book is this is in good shape. I highly recommend Paperbackswap. If you don't like spending a lot of money on books, you can go on Paperbackswap and see if they have any books on, the book that you're looking for. You might be looking for a certain book. You can go on Paperbackswap and check it out and see that they have that book. And if someone have it, and if you list your books on there that you want to give away, you have to have credit to get books. And they charge you, I think it's like 40-something cents. I think so, but it's not that much. I just go in there and put a lot of credits on there, and I know I wanted to find the rest of the books in the School of Heiresses series. I think about 6 or 7 books, I'm not for sure, but I got all of them from Paperbackswap. And this does have it was signed by the author. Like I said, I think I mentioned it was signed by the author, and it also have a step back, and I'll show you the author's signature in here. So like I said, I'll be finished with this pretty soon. That's all I got left. I'm on page 327, and I already know that I'm going to give this a 3.5 star. So I should be finished with this soon. And after I finish that, I'm going to read Betrayed by A.K. Evans. Hopefully I'll get to this one. And I think this is going to be like a romantic suspense. Can't wait to read this. I got this from book reveal box. I got this from the book reveal box. And next, after that, I'm going to start reading A Hope Divided by Alyssa Cole. And I think I don't know if I mentioned the author, but this is A.K. Evans. So I'm going to try to read both of these at the same time. I'm going to read the first chapter of each one of these and see which one I want to read first. Either Betrayed by A.K. Evans or A Hope Divided by Alyssa Cole. And this is book number 2 in a series. I forgot what this series is. The Extraordinary. No, that's the beginning of the first book. I wish you would put the. I got my paper down here. I forgot about that. I got my TBR sheet here. So that's book number 2 in the Lower League series. Book number 2. I try to keep all my books on my list here, my TBR list, so that I can mark them off as I read them. Yeah, and you can see I have 21 books on my TBR. But I'm just going to show you. I've already showed you, like, from here to here. I showed you, I did a TBR on all these books right here, and these are the new books down here. These are the new books that I've added. So I'll show you those books that I've added to my TBR. But I just wanted to go over the books that I'm supposed to be reading, because you know how it goes. You start reading a book, and then a book will come out that the author that you like, and you be like, oh, you get all off your TBR. Yeah, that's me. I get all off my TBR and start reading something else. That's why I call it an open TBR, because yeah, I be adding other books to the TBR as I'm reading. I was like, okay, well, I'll just add this and read it if I find an author that has come out with a new book. And I also got 2 Kindle books that I want to read for September. The Duke I Tempted by Scarlett Peckham. Want to read her, and I have one more on this that I want to read for September, and that's going to be, let me see, can I pull that one up? This is The Mystery of Mr. Daventry, and this is book number 4 in the Scandalous Sun Series. Yeah, I don't read book in order. I just go there and read the synopsis of the books, and whichever one I like, that's where I started. So if I really enjoy this, I'll go back and read the I'll go back and start at the beginning and read the first book in the series. But for now, I'm reading book number 3 in the Scandalous Sun Series by Adele, Clee, or Clee, C-L-E-E. I hope I'm pronouncing that last name right. And this is The Mystery of Mr. Daventry. That's a beautiful cover. Oh, and the other book is book number 1. I've already read book number 2 in The Secrets of Charlotte. This is book number 1 in the Secrets of Charlotte series. I read book number 2. Yeah, I went out of order because I read the synopsis of book number 2 and I liked it better than the synopsis of book number 1. But I gave book number 2 in this series, I gave it a 3 or 3.5 star. I didn't like it that much, so I hopefully this one will do it for me. And this is book number 1 in the Secrets of Scarlett Street series. So those are all the books I'm gonna try to read for September. But now I'm gonna show you the books that I've added to my TBR that hopefully I get to sometime this year, before this year's over with. If not, I'll just move it on to I'll just read them in January. So here are some other books I'm adding to my TBR for the rest of this year. I have book number 3 in the School of Heiresses series. This is book number 3, and this is Beware a Scot by Sabrina Jeffries. I have let me see here. I'll show you that last. I have Sophie Barnes, A Most Unlikely Duke. Is this in the series? Let me look on my paper here. This is in Diamonds in the Rough series. This is book number 1, Diamonds in the Rough series, book number 1. And this is book number 3 in this School of Heiresses series, book number 3 by Sabrina Jeffries. I have Fire Lily by Deborah Camp. I don't think this is in a series. Let's see here. I don't think so. Let me see, can I find it on this list here? Nope, this is not in the series. This is just Fire Lily by Deborah Camp. I think I mentioned I'm trying to read Deborah Camp historical, so here's another one. Give this a try. I added this to my TBR for the rest of the year. I have The Wicked Bargain by Gina, Danna. Try this one out. I don't think this is in a series. Let's see. I'm looking down here on my list here. Nope, this is not in a series. So I'm going to give this a try. I read the synopsis of this and this sounded good. So I'm going to give that one a try. And Finding London by Ella Wade. This is in the this is in the series. This is in the Flame Heart series. This is book number 1. I like this cover. It's a beautiful cover. So I'm adding this for the rest of the year to my TBR. Ella Wade, Finding London, book number 1 in the Flawed Heart series. And I say these 2 books for last. These are reread for me. I wanted to add 2 rereads to my TBR for the rest of the year. This is Georgina Gentry, Half-Breed Bride. And this is not in a series. Have any of you read Georgina Gentry? She's an excellent historical writer. If you haven't read anything by her, give her a try. I really like her books. Usually they're set in the West. So if you don't mind reading books that are set in America, I highly recommend her writing. Georgina Gentry, Half-Breed Bride. And then the last book I'm going to reread is A Season to Be Sinful by Jo Goodman. I think I mentioned Jo Goodman on my channel before. I really love her writing too. And most of her books are also set in, no, I think this one is, she has a lot of books that's set in America, but I think this one is going to be set in London. And this is A Season to Be Sinful. This is in the Grantham series. This is book 1 in the Grantham series. And I think this is going to be set in England, I think. A Season to Be Sinful by Jo Goodman. So that's all I have for now. I just wanted to share with you the books that I'm trying to read in September, and some other books that I've added to my TBR, because I've read some of the books on my TBR. So I think I mentioned, once I read some of the books from my TBR, I usually go and add some other books. So those are the other books that I'm going to add for the rest of the year. And I won't do an updated TBR again until January, and then I'll do another TBR again like in the middle of the year, around June or July. So I usually just try to do 2 TBR, because usually I have a lot of books on here. So I have 21 books, and I know I'm not going to get to all those books before this year is out, because like I said, I'll probably be seeing other books that I want to read by authors that's coming out with books, and I'll probably read a synopsis or something, or looking at YouTube and see somebody mention a book and I'll be like, I want to check that out and get all off the TBR. Yeah. But it don't bother me. I just love having a TBR, because I know that I can go to that TBR and read books that I need to read and get out of here if I don't like them, or put them my keeper shelf to keep if I really, really love them. So I just love doing a TBR, but I'm going on and on. That's all I have for now. Until next time, keep reading those romances, and I'll see you all later. Bye.